Good day, everybody. Today we're going to do lesson plan 13, grade 2, term 2. And the topic is family facts numbers 0 to 50. You will see then the link to the CAPS curriculum, and then you need to pause here so you can prepare the resources. And then you have the dictionary words that you as a parent or the teacher need to study to make sure you understand these words before starting the lesson. So let's quickly then go to the daily routine. I want you now to pause here and ask the child or learners the questions. Welcome back. So today we're going to do counting then from 0 to 150. I want you to count then forwards 0, 10, 20, 30, onwards to 150, and then count backwards 150, 140. I want you to pause here and then do this. Welcome back. What I also want you to do is to make use of the counting library or blocks to do this activity by counting in tens. After doing that, and by pausing, I want you to come back and we're going to do the next activity on counting. Now, to make counting real, we need to ask real life questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask questions like, I have 20 packets of chips. Samuel has 50 packets of chips. Who has the most? So what we do is by comparing these numbers. So we can also ask how much more, and they're going to count then 30, 40, 50. So they know that Samuel has 30 packets of chips more. I want you to pause and then ask similar questions like this to the child or the learner. Welcome back. So we're going to do now some mental mathematics. These are a bit more challenging, but very important concept. Please help your child and try to do this orally. So what we're going to do is we're going to work with the number range 0 to 50, and we're going to look at things like 12 plus 30. So in their minds, I don't want them to write this down. In their minds, we're just going to say 12 is 10 plus 2 plus 10 plus 3. So if we say then 10 and 10 is a 20, and a 2 and a 3 is a 5, it's 25. This only comes with practice. So you need to help them to break up the numbers into tens and units, and then to add the tens and the units. I want you to pause the activity now and do these with your child. Welcome back. I'm going to remove this just to show you how we try them to start to think. So every time by breaking up the numbers, you can pause and you can revise, or you can go through all these examples with your child for a better understanding. Okay, let's go then to the lesson. We're going to look at family facts. Very nice to do this on number lines so they can see this clearly. So family facts, what we have here is we have 16. So what they do is they show 16 on the number line with one big hoop, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can use 1 for 1, 2, 3, 4, or they can make little small hoops 1, 2, 3, 4 to see 16 plus 4 equals to 20. But what happens if we have 4 first? So we have 4 and we count on then 16, it will also give us 20. So this is then one part of the family fact where we use addition. So the family fact here is where we use addition. So what if we do subtraction? So subtraction, what we have is we start with the 20 where it was the answer, and we count back 4. So if we count back 4, we get 16. It's here we had 16 plus 4 is 20, but now we're going to say 20 minus 4 is 16. And then what we're going to do here, we minus 4, now we're going to minus 60. So 20 minus 16, so we stand on 20 and we're going to go back 16, or we can show it with little hoops and we get 4. So these are the family facts, or one family fact for 20. Please note that sometimes there's a myth that we only do addition at the top and subtraction at the bottom. That's only a myth. We can use the number line, we can use it both for addition, or we can use addition at the top or subtraction at the bottom, or we can use only the top. Um, Please look at the example, pause here, look at the example that I did here. I also added some base or little blocks here. If they struggle to understand that, then you can show it physically with the blocks. Where I drew lines through it, it's where you will take then these blocks away to get to the answers. So this is one family fact. So another family fact can, for example, be 15 plus 5 equals 20. Now, I usually use this as an investigation. So, this is an activity where the child sits down and see how many family facts can he or she comes up with. So, I mean, the first basic one is 1 plus 19, or 19 plus 1. We got 10 plus 10. So pause here and see how many family facts can you come up with. Remember, we need to have in mind that we have addition and subtraction. It's time to pause. So welcome back. What we can also do is when we use family facts and we use bigger number ranges, you can use number lines like this, where we have 0 to 10, and the learners then need to count and keep these numbers in their minds. You can also fill in the numbers. So here is then example of where we're going to look at the family fact 28. I want you then to open it up, pause, and then ask the learner to explain it to you. You're first going to pause at the addition section, and then what you're going to do, you're going to pause at the subtraction section. So what you're going to do now is we're going to say to the learners, we wrote down here family facts for 28. What they need to go and check then is, are these all the family facts for 28? If not, they need to find the rest. Remember, this is an activity that can take for a long time, or longer than you planned for. Let them do a few, stand up, go outside, stretch your legs, come back. If it's in the classroom, after a while, let them stand up, stretch their arms, left, right, up, down. Very important is that we need to complete investigations. So here to find all the family facts. As parent or teacher, it's also good for you when you do your preparation to write all these down, when you go and check afterwards to see if you got all of them. Let's then go back. So we're going to look again at level 1, 2, and level 3. Just to give an example, you can pause here. Level 1 will be then where we do family facts by using our unifix or blocks. You can pause, read through the activity, and you can see the type of questions you can ask. Then for level 2 is you can again do examples on your number lines. You can see as soon as we want to move up to 50, I try to only write the intervals of 10 down on the number line, and the learners then need to count from 20 on to 27 or 23 what they need on the number line. Remember again is that we need to include addition and subtraction, because later on they're going to learn that addition and subtraction, these are inverse operations. So the inverse operation of addition is then subtraction. They don't need to know the words at the moment, they rather need to understand it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the worksheet. So when we're with the worksheet, They need to then demonstrate by coloring these in on the blocks. Again, this is on the representative level. What we're going to do here is we're going to show the family facts then. So we're first going to show the addition family fact for 34 and then the subtraction family fact. And then we're going to write down all the family facts for 50. Do this as a fun activity, do it as homework, encourage families to do it together. If you work with your child at home, do this later on with the whole family to see who can get all the facts. Make this fun because again, it can be take a time to write them all down. You can even keep it on a board somewhere on the side of your class or at home, stick a big page on the wall, and then for a week long, every time we're going to write a family fact. Then the problem solving, we did that when we did levels 1, 2, 3. Let's just quickly go back to levels 1, 2, 3. So you got your levels 1, 2, 3 here, and you got your problem solving here. You can pause here, you can do it. Remember, on level 1, we do it with practically, we do it with blocks. Here, then on the representative level, we can make drawings or make use of our number lines. And then what we can do is we can write down number sentences. This is a number sentence. 50 minus 23 equals 27. Then we're going to go back and we add our consolidation. Um, you can pause here and you can see if you have all these things yeses. You can carry on with the next lesson. If you have some no's, you need to revise or revisit or contact us at SATeacher.